Rest now. Close your eyes. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village where the houses were made of stone and the streets were lit by old lanterns, there lived a boy named Elias. Elias was no ordinary boy. Every night, as the village drifted into sleep, he would climb up to the attic of his grandmother's house, where an old brass lantern sat on a wooden shelf, covered in dust. It had been there for as long as he could remember. But one evening, as the moon shone silver and soft through the attic window, Elias noticed something strange. The lantern was glowing, not with fire, but with a soft golden shimmer, as if it was breathing in the night air. He reached out, hesitated, then slowly, carefully, lifted the lantern into his hands. The moment his fingers touched the cool brass handle, a warm whisper filled the air. Elias, he gasped, looking around, but there was no one there. Then the whisper returned, curling around him like a gentle breeze. Where would you like to dream tonight? His heart pounded. Dream, he whispered back. The lantern flickered, and suddenly, the room began to spin. Soft, golden light wrapped around him like a warm blanket, and before he knew it, Elias was falling into a dream. A dream unlike any other. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer in his grandmother's attic. He was standing in a vast crystal meadow, where the grass sparkled like stars. The sky shimmered with shifting colors, blues, purples, and deep golden hues. The air smelled of honey and wildflowers. Elias took a step forward, his feet barely touching the ground. It felt like floating. A gentle voice drifted through the air. This is the meadow of lost dreams, Elias. Each flower holds a dream forgotten by someone, somewhere in the world. He looked around in wonder. Tiny flowers, glowing with different colors, swayed gently in the air. Some pulsed with warm golden light. Others shimmered cool silver and deep violet. Elias knelt beside one and gently brushed his fingertips against its petals. At once, a vision unfolded before his eyes. A little girl, somewhere far away, dreaming of flying among the clouds. A lonely old man, longing to dance with his wife one last time. A small child, dreaming of the day they would finally see the ocean. Elias's chest tightened. All these dreams, waiting to be remembered. He turned to the lantern in his hands. What happens to them? He asked. The whisper answered, only the dreamers can claim them again. But tonight, you may choose one, and return it to the world. Elias looked back at the glowing flowers, heart swelling. Which dream would he choose? Which dream would he return? As the sky darkened and the stars began to twinkle, Elias reached out and touched a single golden flower. It shivered beneath his fingertips, then lifted into the air, swirling higher and higher, until it vanished into the night. Somewhere, far away, a dreamer would awaken, remembering something precious, something beautiful, something they had almost lost. Elias smiled as the lantern glowed warmly in his hands, and just like that, the golden light wrapped around him once more, pulling him gently back, until he was lying in bed in his grandmother's attic. The lantern sat beside him, still warm, but dim now. Had it all been a dream? As Elias closed his eyes, a soft whisper curled around him once more. Sleep well, Elias. The lantern will glow again, when the time is right. And with a peaceful sigh, Elias drifted into the deepest, sweetest sleep. As outside, the moon watched over him, its silver light wrapping around the quiet village, waiting for another dreamer to find their way home. Shh. Sleep well now.